We are the world's first company
Right.
who has successfully completed the pilot project in India.
Mhm.
ACME Solar Holdings got listed, and I witnessed the
National Stock
belling,
Exchange.
soaring
Belling.
ceremony in NSE.
Solar or wind?
Solar.
If I have to name one threat which we are worried in renewables, one cyber threat, which will be it? One only.
Ransomware attack.
AI or blockchain?
AI. OT security is very critical in our sector.
So the future will see more and more of solar energy
yes,
coming
yes.
to, and that also in a country like
See, the
India.
only challenge with solar is round the clock. So now the tenders which are coming in, the government is focusing on, we want round the clock energy.
Welcome to DTM Talk. Usually we talk about lot of verticals, but today we'll be talking about talk of the town vertical, renewable energy. So today I'm having a special guest, Kushal Kumar Varshney, AVP and Head IT, ACME Group. Welcome Kushal. How are you?
Thank you, Anjali. I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for the invitation.
Kushal, this segment is basically focused on journey. Like you know that कि आपका जो अभी तक का जर्नी है करियर का उससे रिलेटेड है. So my first question is focusing on how do you pursue in currently like you know career in renewable energy, how it helps you in your career achievements, and tell us more about your journey also when you started and all those things.
See, when it was time to make a decision, now after my company, before joining the first energy company, so I was in micro seats. That time I was deciding, okay, what's the way forward? Which sector is good? Which sector is booming? Or right, like it's talk of the town, like which you mentioned. So, energy sector which came to my mind. One, definitely it is talk of the town. Second, most important thing is we are making some positive change in this world. We are generating green energy, right? We are contributing to reduce your carbon footprint. So that perspective, it's a sense of responsibility, sense of achievement also. So I thought that higher energy sector is a very good sector. It's a booming sector definitely, and lots of contribution, lots of best practices. So it's was that point of time not that established or matured. So I thought, okay, I can bring a lot, all my experience, expertise to this sector.
Correct.
So that was the reason I joined energy sector. And talking about my journey, so by education I'm a textile engineer.
Textile engineer.
I'm a textile engineer.
Okay.
And I joined Raymond Limited. Even I was not aware, like, okay, I will be part of IT. So Raymond is a dream company for all textile engineers.
True.
Like in India, Raymond is always on the top in terms of brand perception perspective. So exciting journey. Around 3.5 years I worked with Raymond. Then I got an exciting opportunity. So I worked with IBM for around 14 months only.
Okay.
Deloitte, I got an exciting opportunity from Deloitte. It was a completely 360-degree change. Because from initially it was manufacturing or end user company to a consulting company, and then from consulting to a risk audit advisory company. I was part of ERS, Enterprise Risk Services. I worked with Deloitte close to 3 years, and after that it was more of monotonous work, and I thought, okay, I can contribute more for end user company. I got opportunity with Myco Seeds.
Then how come renewable energy come into the picture?
So after Myco Seeds, which was a primarily agri and fruit products company, renewable energy, like now what next? Almost more than 2.5 years I worked with Myco Seeds.
After that you switched to?
So after CleanMax, I joined Verisent. I was second employee. Again, a very proud thing for me, because being the second employee, was closely working with CEO, supporting him on lots of front. Then I joined ACME, and again the reason was because ACME is forefront of innovation. It's not just energy or green energy. It's also the green ammonia, green hydrogen, which is already there. Like we are the world's first company who has successfully completed the pilot project in India on for green ammonia and green hydrogen. And now we are coming up a full-fledged bigger plant. So that was something exciting. I thought, okay, yeah, company is planning, aspiring for IPO. So that's an exciting thing to be part of it. Another is green ammonia, green hydrogen. Again, something niche, something different area. Let's explore that. And they were also coming up with module manufacturing, which is about in pipeline, which is going on right now.
Correct.
So other
Overall, it's
areas
the
also.
journey.
Overall, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that's
new
your
thing.
journey.
So I always like, okay, yeah, it's a good challenging thing, new things to learn, deliver. So it was fantastic.
या सो व्हाट्स योर चैलेंजेस, मतलब आपकी चैलेंज क्या रहा है और आपको क्या लगता है कि कौन सा ऐसा टफेस्ट चैलेंज है जिसने आपको मोटिवेट किया, ओवरकम किया और अगर हेल्पफुल भी रहा करियर को और आगे ग्रो करने में?
See, challenge wise, I honestly love challenges. So because of challenges, always it keeps me moving. Right. So whatever I have delivered,
मतलब
whatever
कोई एक
I
ऐसा
am today.
चैलेंज जो आपको याद हो,
Challenge perspective.
मतलब ओवरकम करने के बाद आपको लगे कि हाँ इट हेल्प्स यू.
So if I talk about like Verisend, when I was second employee, it was during peak pandemic. So in August, I joined the company. It was complete lockdown globally, not just in India. And during that time, we incorporated a company. We completed the merger acquisition. We ensured like, okay, where everyone was facing resource crunches in terms of people, in terms of equipment were not available, laptops or other switches, access, all of that, there was a shortage. So during that point of time of setting up entire company from scratch was something a very big challenge, and I think that make me a very, you can say, as a strong person, go-getter, or whatever challenges are there, we can handle it. It's there is, I don't think anything worse than that can come ever. When we are all locked in our houses and then we have achieved this.
COVID times you're talking
COVID
about
times I'm
it.
talking about.
So what is your proudest moment? मतलब आपको क्या लगता है कि recently आपकी लाइफ में ऐसा कौन सा proudest moment है जिसमें आपको लगता है कि yes, this is your milestone?
See, on professional front, there are a couple of proudest moments. One was when we joined Verisend, and within 1 year of inception, it was a listed InvIT, Infrastructure Investment Trust. September 2021, this happened. So that was one, and of course, we also won SAP ACE Award also in around same time. And that was again a very proud moment for us, because that was for Rise with SAP. That time, I think we are very early adopter. In 2020, we signed the contract.
Right.
So that time it was a new thing. So, and getting a ACE award, SAP ACE award is a Oscar in IT industry. So those two things were proud moment. If I talk about Verisend perspective of previous company, recently our company ACME Solar Holdings got listed, and I witnessed the belling, ceremony in NSE. So that was again a very proud moment and a good achievement for the company at department level. Also, it's a great achievement. Thanks to all the team members.
So now I gonna have some one-liners, जिसमें मतलब one line में ही you just have to fastest fingers kind of a thing. Solar or wind?
Solar.
Gadget, your favorite?
I love mobile phone.
Any reasons why?
Now whole world, you have camera, you have music system, you have everything is there in your phone. You have so many apps, so many things to do. So it's one device solving so many things or addressing other requirements.
AI or blockchain?
AI.
Why?
Particularly in our industry, as of now, AI is doing great. It's doing wonders. Blockchain is helpful depending on the industry sector. Logistics, blockchain is very helpful. But again, without AI, blockchain is also will not be that helpful. But helpful it will be, but AI is required. AI is required.
Coffee or tea?
I prefer tea. I'm a desi guy, so.
Okay, vacation or home?
My personal choice will be vacation. My wife's personal choice will be home.
And your favorite food? The comfort food, I can say.
Favorite food is homemade food. I love simple dal or chapati.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. So now I'm going to end this journey segment.
Thank
you. On that note, the next segment will be joining by NK Mehta, who will be asking basically the technology questions to Kushal. And over to you, Mr. Mehta. We're really thankful to SNS to basically sponsoring this podcast for us. Thank you.
Welcome to this part of DTM Talk Show, and I'm privileged to have Mr. Kushal Varshney, AVP IT Head from ACME Group. Kushalji, wonderful interacting with you once again. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay. Thank you, Mehta.
So in this section, sir, we have two parts. One is a technology section. We would like to more about the technology which you deal with as a technology leader, and second part is about a rapid fire question, we call it.
Mehta part. Okay.
Mehta part, okay. So we expect those answers to be in about 10 to 15 seconds, a small rapid fire. But first one we can elaborate. You can keep the answers in about 1 to 2 minutes. That should be good enough. Yeah. Okay, sir. So my first question to you, renewable energy, as a layman, we understand renewable energy is solar or wind, maybe hydrocarbon. Now, of course, all this technology have its own advantage, disadvantage, and different process, different equipments. What excites you most about all this type of renewable energy, and which one excites you most?
See, honestly, the most what excites me is like we are doing something positive for this world, for this planet. So, which is green energy generation. So, whatever source you are generating, and out of all these, of course, solar is something which excites most because you can use the barren land which is available. You can use your rooftop, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
now there are lots of technology which is coming up. So in future, I think we'll see more and more maybe wall paints, solar, or all coverings, or on moving vehicles, the rooftop will be covered with solar. So I think there are lots of innovation has already happened. Lot more yet to happen. So.
Great. So what is stopping us? Is it the price which is stopping us to go in a big way?
No, if you see the plants, earlier plants used to be 5 megawatt, 10 megawatt. Now plants are 300 megawatt, 1200 megawatt. So
setup cost of solar energy, is it quite high still? Is the entry
no,
barrier
so
high?
no. So earlier it used to be high. In fact, our company is one of the disruptor in this market. They brought down the price drastically long back.
Okay.
So prices wise, it's now pretty cost effective, competitive.
Very good.
Only challenge is when you are doing solar with battery storage, at time it may become costlier.
Okay.
Otherwise, direct solar energy now it's pretty cheap. It's
Very cheap.
the tenders are coming at very low rates.
Very good. So the future will see more and more of solar energy coming to, and that also in a country like
See, the
India.
only challenge with solar is round the clock. So now the tenders which are coming in, the government is focusing on, we want round the clock energy.
Right.
Because solar is available till the time
Sun is there.
That's the reason our Prime Minister Modi ji gave one world, one sun, right, and one grid kind of thing also. So because in some part of the world, always there is a solar energy is there, right? Sun is there. So if somehow that aim will be, so it's a very high target. If we can achieve that, then without storage or without other means also, we may achieve energy in terms of completely conservation.
Great. So, Kushalji, see, every technology has its own challenges, and we are talking of cybersecurity point of view. Like bank has basically financial loss, or for a healthcare industry, it's patients' data, which is so very important. What is one cyber threat which you see in renewable energy? One or multiple in renewable energy? Can you guide us on that?
See, primarily the biggest cyber threat is if it impacts our critical infrastructure.
Okay.
Right. So critical infrastructure is our plants because that's from where we are generating our green energy, clean energy. So if there is a ransomware attack on our OT environment, although there are ways to bypass it and all those things, but yeah, it may impact to some extent. It may cause, may impact to some extent grid also. So that is our crown jewel which we want to protect. So OT security is very critical in our sector.
Great, understand that. Great. Now, like all other industries, I'm sure renewable energy segment is also trying to move into cloud, right? So, what is your journey in cloud? And I would like to especially ask you, since you're moving into cloud, how you are taking care of the security, which comes with own challenges when you move to cloud?
So definitely, since my first company in this sector, I'm taking care of like approach was cloud first or SaaS first.
Okay.
And that's how it saved us during pandemic also. Like day one, we were ready to work from anywhere scenario. Like Modi ji announced, I guess, 22nd March. Our MD announced 16th of March, tomorrow onward, there is a work from home. And day one, we were ready. Right. So that's the kind of setup I always foresee as a technology, you can say the strategist, right, or evangelist. So that's the journey way forward, cloud and SaaS perspective. Definitely certain things you can't move on cloud as of now, like SCADA servers or MES systems. So that will remain on premise. Cloud perspective, I think it's a myth, because people normally think if something is in cloud, by default it is secure. No.
Exactly. That is
Ultimately, it's a bare metal somewhere in some data center. So in place of your data center, it is somewhere else. So whatever security protocols, be it passwords, be it identity access management, be it antivirus, be it your patches or your database or other security measures, zero trust and all those things, you have to apply there as well.
Exactly.
So ideally, it's a myth. People are thinking, or in fact, many these days there is a shadow IT function. Many CXOs they read some buzzwords and they say, "Boss, do it in cloud, and then you are safe." Blah blah blah. And I think to some extent it's a marketing gimmick also. So no, you have even if you are in cloud. So cloud gives you agility to scale up, scale down, flexibility, all of that. But yeah, security wise, you have to
Has to be taken care by
has to be taken care by the customer.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, the buzzword of AI and machine language is there in all the industries. Is it the true in your industry as well? And how do you think it's going to help you in your sector?
So AI and ML is very much applicable in our industry also, and I can give you a couple of use cases also. Like for example, when we are generating the data, we are collecting lots of data from be it solar, be it wind, right? So we have SCADAs, PLCs, we have inverters, right? Lots of OT data, sensors are there, right? So using that data, we can predict, is my machine likely to fail? Is my inverter likely to fail? So I can increase my uptime. Now, if it fails, the damage will be more. The generation loss will be more. Second is there is a likeliness the repair cost may be on higher side. But if I get to know in a timely manner, I can take preventive action and I can rectify it. Second point is I can predict losses. I can predict generation because I have to forecast so that accordingly government can plan their generation. Right. If they are getting X amount from green energy, how much they will plan from nuclear energy or coal or other sources. Right. So we have to predict also. For prediction also, MLAI is required because what is my history of this plant, right? How it is going from a weather perspective, what will the data. Now plant scales are huge in solar. Like you have 1,000 acres, 2,000 acres, 3,000 acres plants, right? So they are doing comparison and number of people. If I talk about skilled people are less, right? Because of nature of business. More is blue collar job. So we believe in lots of automation, artificial intelligence, soiling of losses, for example, right? So you can analyze that as well from data. You can use drones, and that data can be feed, those images can be feed, and then you can analyze, okay, right from your plant commissioning, your thermography, or when your plant is operational, you can check, okay, whether there is is there a hotspot, is module is damaged, right? So all of that you can. So these are few examples, and there are n number of examples which are already we are using.
Oh, okay, great. That's interesting to know. So, Shalsa, my last question to you in this section is, you being a technology leader, not specific to renewable energy, I'm saying in general for IT sector, what are some of the technological advancement which you think will reshape the IT sector's future?
See, I think AI ML is already doing that,
Yes,
and further the generative AI which we are talking about. So generative AI is contributing a lot. So I don't see it as a challenge. I am seeing more it as a complement to all the tech leaders, all the business leaders. So it's a great opportunity. So generative AI is definitely going to help a lot. Quantum computing as well as your metaverse. I think these areas are also going to change and shape up the working spaces also environment, particularly because see hybrid working we all have seen during pandemic, but there was a challenge in terms of collaboration. It was not so effective. Now imagine if it is with metaverse, right? So it will be more effective, right? You will feel more bonding. Like we always say, like physical meeting is physical meeting, digital meeting is different. Now with metaverse, that line will be thin, right? So I think those areas will definitely change the IT landscape or the businesses.
On a lighter note, Kushalji, AI ML is shipping into life or industry so much. Human intelligence के लिए भी अभी भी रहेगा, right?
Yeah, it will be there.
And still, that is the superpower.
That is the superpower. That is the superpower.
So you agree with that?
Yes,
so
yes.
Thank
100%.
you, thank you so much. So Kushalji, thank you so much. We have come to the end of this section. Now we'll move on to the next section, which is a rapid fire round, where we expect the questions to be in short, 10-15 seconds, and we like to know more about you as a Kushal, as a person.
Sure.
Right? So my first question is, if I have to name one threat which you are worried in renewals, one cyber threat, which will be it? One only.
Ransomware attack.
Ransomware. Still there holds.
It still holds.
One technology which is still most underrated.
Most underrated. It is. I will not say anything is underrated now. It means the partners, the vendors, the OEMs, they ensure like no technology is underrated.
Or they hype it up.
They hype it up.
Okay.
So they are the buzzwords they have marketed everywhere.
Okay. So if Mr. Kushal Varshney was not a technology leader, what you are as of now, what would have been the next choice if given a second chance?
Now, if given a second chance, I would love to be a farmer.
You still, I think we talked about it a couple of years back, and you still gave the thing. I think every audience was
I'm
laughing.
planning. I'll plan someday.
Okay.
So I'll plan someday.
So farming, okay. So you
I'll seriously pursue
organic farming, something like
organic farm.
that. Great,
Organic
great.
farm.
One piece of technology you can't live without.
Right now, mobile phone.
Correct.
No one can.
So given a chance, one day don't talk to your wife and don't use the mobile. Which one you will prefer?
I'll prefer without mobile phone.
Great. Thank you. And if I have to ask you, if your wife asks, give me your ATM card and PIN number, would you give without thinking, or cybersecurity thing will come? Oh, I should not share.
Wife. She's asking in person, right?
Yes.
I'll give without asking.
So why?
She's already having a extended card.
This I have been asking to all the technology leader, and I'll keep on asking, because what happens, many times our professional life goes into our personal life also. So I just want to check because it happens to me.
My wife is already having an add-on card.
Okay. But if she asks your card, will the thought process come? I should not share, and maybe you will give. But
no, I always share.
Always share. So
yeah,
wife is above all, right?
Yes, she is
all
having
the rules are.
All the rules, everything. All my passwords are there with her.
Oh, is it? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Hope your wife doesn't hear this to our customers. But ideally, we should not share with wife also, right?
No, ideally, if you see, you should share.
Is it?
If you talk about your will or anything information, see, if you see there are good amount of money lying with LICs and other companies because there is lots of unclaimed wealth.
Mm-hmm.
People have not shared the bank account details or other things, right? So in a password protected manner, in a codified manner which your wife will understand, you should ideally share with your wife, or you should create a data set which can be referred, so that the real heir or the real person who is supposed to get benefit, they can take benefit of it.
Anyway, Kushalji, as usual, it was lovely talking to you. I can talk to you for hours and hours, but then there is a time limit for it. So we have to close this conversation, but it was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much, Kushalji, for coming to us.
Thank you
so much.